Alright, it is time for the Cyclops Saga. Polyphemus. And I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it seems, total animatics for here. I've got 3 for Polyphemus, 1 for Survive, 1 for Remember Them, and 2 for My Goodbye. Very interesting choices going on here. Oh, I'm gonna mess up this name and I'm gonna feel bad. So the first one I have for Polyphemus, is it Ximena Natzel or is it Ximena Natzel? Ximena. I don't know if it's how that's supposed to be pronounced, and I'm so sorry if I've mispronounced this. I've heard this name. Is this the one with the bonkers Polyphemus design, or is that someone else? I just remember somebody had mentioned that like one of these animators had like a truly, as I would say, like batshit insane. But yes, I have heard. There was a name, and I can't remember who it was who got mentioned, that there was like a truly, again, Eldritch horror, like terrifying Cyclops design. I wonder if it was this animator instead of, I think in the previous video I said I thought it was MIRCSY, but maybe it's this person, because that name looks familiar. And they're a new one in terms of the animatics I've been watching, so. I don't know, we'll see, but let's get into Polyphemus. Ooh, so Odysseus, I'm assuming? So he's the one who killed the sheep.
Look at all this food. Look at all
again, there's interesting odd canon design, I guess, for Polyphemus. And also with Eurylochus apparently having a buzz cut.
This is quite the treat. There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet. It's almost too perfect, too good to be true. Why would the Lotus Eaters pass up on all this food?
Ooh, that's a choice. Oh, just the big eyes already in the cave. It does, although, however, at that point, remind you that just turn around and run. If you have him already in the cave, turn around and run. Oh, hi, Polyphemus, looking very much like kind of a more traditional Cyclops. Just a massive dude with a big eye.
We're just travelers.
I love how stressed he looks.
We come in peace.
You killed my sheep.
His expression hasn't really changed. I would have loved to see his pupils just like dilate. Oh, there we go.
What gives you the right to deal the pain so deep? Don't you know that pain is always pain you reap? Time to drink your blood over where you stand. Your life now is in my hand. Before I'm done, you will learn that it's not so fun to take.
I love that Polyphemus is just like big and jacked.
But now you become my meal.
They really should be running though.
Take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see
I love that the light has gone and stayed red for the danger.
I'll give you our finest treasure. So
I love that they're kind of scrambling for the wine.
you can keep the world's best tasting wine.
Wine?
Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand the power that's in your hands. A wine so fresh, you'd never want to eat human flesh again. Then we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here
You're backing up.
today. A trade you see, gift from you and a gift from me.
I'd like to thank you. Stranger, what's your name?
Say the thing.
My name is Nobody.
I love they have him just totally serious. I was wondering if they were going to give it away and have him like smirking. Keeping him straight-faced is a good choice. I do wonder, there's a couple times here where we kind of lose a sense of scale. Like, how big is Polyphemus compared to these guys? And, God, I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing these animators because I can't fucking do this. But that's just one thing where I do think sometimes we have sort of like mixed just how big is he compared to the rest of the humans. Sometimes he seems a lot bigger and sometimes he seems not quite as big.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Oh my god, everyone being like, you did not just make that terrible joke.
What?
Oh, here he comes. And I've got, yeah, right on to Polyphemus, Wolfie the Witch. Maybe it is MIRCSY who had the completely wild design that, like, threw everybody for a loop. No, very good. Again, that looks very much kind of like the traditional Cyclops, just like a massive dude with a big eye. That's sort of how they're described. Very well done. Obviously, I do like Polyphemus. I'm like, happy Polyphemus. I do think, yeah, you do have the problem, I think, where if you have him already in the cave, they should just run for the exit. They should just run for the exit. Whatever. That's no knock on the animators. But okay, now we've got Wolfie the Witch. And I see a sheep. Those are the cutest sheep. I want to squeeze sheep. They're so cute. Just munching. Chilling. No, the sheep.
Over here.
Look at all this food. Look at all
Yeah,
these
they're showing supplies and stuff, which again should give it away
I
that
can't believe
it's someone's
this
home.
cave has all this
Looks like there's
for us
even
to
like
keep.
the rocks and stuff almost look like a table or something, or a stool.
This is quite
No, Eurylochus petting the sheep. Same Eurylochus.
There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
And there were a lot of sheep in the cave. Obviously, it's a huge flock.
Too good to be true.
We're gonna have him already in the cave, it
Why
seems.
would the Lordy Cedars pass up on all this?
Let me see. Open the eye. It's a great image to go to. Like, it's right there begging for you to use it. Oh. Ooh, looking almost more ogre-like with those bottom tusks. Polity's holding the sheep. Oof. Not a good look. Putting the sword away. Holding up a hand like he's gonna do a handshake. There's some really interesting choices here.
Come in peace.
Oh no, not the peace sign. Wolfie. Oh, it's almost like a tear.
My favorite.
Oh, he is sad. There's great expressions going on here.
What gives you the
Interrogating him.
deal of pain so deep? Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap?
Mm-hmm.
Time to drink.
Oh, there we go. There's a sense of scale. Oh, wow.
Your life now is in my hands.
Having him shut the cave. Wow, what a great detail. Wolfie, thank you for giving me that detail, because it was my big thing where, as I kept listening, I said they never specify that he shuts them into the cave, which obviously is a big part of the original myth. And one of those things where, considering Jorge is so heavy on sound design in a lot of places, and especially in the Polyphemus encounter, that, like, if he wanted Polyphemus to shut them in the cave and drag the stone to block the way, he'd have put that sound in there. So, oh, Wolfie, look at you putting that in there. Just for me. I'm going to imagine this was just for me, although I'm sure this came out like several years ago, but that was just for me.
That it's not so fun to take. You came to my home to steal, but now you'll become my meal. It's pain you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding.
Now he's gotta think fast, 'cause they're trapped in there.
We never came here to steal, but now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal.
Yeah, them in the back, picking the wine.
I'll give you our finest treasure.
Although I will say, if you are going to do it in a cask that big, were they hauling that cask around the island? Because why would you be carrying a barrel that big around that island? Wolfie? It's like, I love one thing, then you bring me another, where I go, wait a minute. Again,
So long as
weird
we
details
live
of the stuff I
right,
notice.
You can keep the world's best tasting wine.
Wine.
Have a drink. One sip.
I love him moving his hand around the rim.
The power that's in your hands.
Again, giving him a wedding ring. I see
So
that.
fresh, you'd never want to eat human flesh again.
Something they wouldn't have had back then, but a detail clue to the audience. This isn't, he's married.
A trade you see, a gift from you and a gift from me.
I'd like to thank you. Stranger, what's your name?
My name is no.
Another one who's keeping it very straight-faced. Oh, no, there's a smirk. While bowing. Ooh, Wolfie. That's a choice. That grin of his.
For your gift, I've won to reply.
I'm so glad we see.
Polity's hugging your relatives.
Yes, you
Looks like they think they're gonna be free.
the final man to die.
What? Watch out!
Ooh, with the hand coming at him. Ooh, and a oof, and a oof, and a oof. Again, great sense of scale. I do appreciate always showing that he has closed them into the cave so they can't just run. Wolfie, wait, this only came out a month ago? Wolfie, I'm going to imagine that was just for me. I'm going to imagine that was just for me. Wolfie, you and me, same page. You got me, Wolfie. Okay, so I have my last Polyphemus one next, and that is MIRCSY. And I do think it's MIRCSY, I've been told, has the most, like, horrifying design for the Cyclops that's very unique. So I'm curious. Wolfie here went in a kind of looks more like a traditional sort of, I would imagine, almost like an ogre type character. So, all right, MIRCSY, what horrors do you have for me? Oh, it's already red. Ooh. Oh, poor sheep. Already keeping it dangerous. Oh, hi, rim lighting. I see you.
Look at all this food.
Is that a lotus eater on
Sheep.
Polyphemus' shoulder?
This cave has all this for us to keep.
Why does he have a lotus eater on his shoulder?
I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite
I love that we have an abundance of sheep. It's a true flock here.
There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet. It's almost too perfect.
I love that I can still see people in the background, and that MIRCSY's using here great use of lighting again with just these torches, so that you're really only kind of getting them in the torch light, and everything else is kind of shadowed, harder to see. Great use of lighting. Great use of lighting, and I love seeing so much of the, you would say, almost like production thinking that's going on here. Again, this is stuff you always have to think about even in animation, just because you know you're not there with a physical light or with physical cameras, you're thinking about that. It's just you kind of have to invent it all yourself in animation.
Why would the lotus eaters pass up on all this food?
Yeah, why is the lotus eater here? Oh, sweet Jesus, what is that? What in the, like, eldritch horror is that? There's, oh, what was the name of that horror movie of some dudes who go off on, like, a hunting trip and they're in a cabin and there's, like, some creepy weird animal and they only show it to you at the end? That's what that reminds me of. Shit, I'm gonna put a poster here because I'll have to look it up later because the name of it is escaping me. That is horrifying. Oh my god. The sheer volumes of terrifying creativity that had to function inside MIRCSY's brain to birth that thing as Polyphemus is... that shit that will haunt my nightmares. Oh my god.
Hey there.
And its hands. Oh, it's got hooves.
We're just travelers.
Like the sheep?
We come in peace.
Like the most...
Killed my sheep,
Oh, and it's only got 4 fingers?
my favorite sheep.
Although that hand looks like it technically have more. There's knuckles.
What gives you the right?
This is like the most horrifying Mr. Tumnus AU.
Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap?
Oh.
Time to drink your blood.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Life now is in my hand.
Ooh, he's grabbed Odysseus.
I'm done. You will learn that it's
What a
not so
shot. That is great use of camera angle. From a downward angle looking up, it very much puts the person who's above, that is the aggressor, looking down upon the victim. Great use of what would be camera angles here.
to take. You came to
But also that lotus eater on his shoulder. What the heck? Why are you here?
Become my meal. A trade you see.
Oh, don't open the
Take
mouth.
from you like you took from me.
There's been a
That will haunt my nightmares. That's gonna haunt my fucking nightmares. MIRCSY, you are out to give me nightmares. Congratulations, you're succeeding. Oh my god. But also zooming in then to the eye to give us this shot of Odysseus. MIRCSY, truly, I'm talking directly to MIRCSY, besides the fact that you're scaring the shit out of me here, in a good way. Some truly inspired shot choices. Absolutely bonkers. You're cooking. You're cooking in a way that's terrifying here. Oh my god.
misunderstanding. We never
I'm
came
zooming in
here
like
to
that, even
steal.
further.
But now that I see
Great use of
we've
editing.
done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure.
I am also just like forever distracted by this lotus eater on his shoulder and like, why is it there? And I love that he's thinking of the wine and using it as a last minute thing as he's about to get eaten. There's some really interesting choices going on here, and that it is a flask basically on his back. Again, you would carry the flask, you would have to dilute it when you drink it, so you could carry essentially tons of wine in a small little package because you dilute it.
So long as we
What a
live
shot.
alive, you can keep the
Oh my god, look
world's
at this.
best tasting wine.
Wine?
Oh, the
Have our
pupil.
drink. One
Is that the
sip and
lotus
you'll
eater smiling?
understand the power that's in your hands. A wine so fresh, you'd never want to eat human
feel like this is whispering
flesh
something
again.
apologies.
Then we shall
Probably,
be
how do we get out of the
on our
cave?
way.
I
No
like seeing these
bloodshed
additional
here
shots of them
today.
plotting.
A trade you see, gift from you and a gift.
Okay, and that shot again, using that same angle, but now we've reversed positions. So it's Polyphemus who would be in the lower position, Odysseus in the higher position. He's the aggressor in this situation. This is such great filmmaking understanding. Camera angles and, tilts, pans, everything else. This is stuff you learn in film school. This is part of the language of filmmaking, where you put the camera, why you use it the way you do. And you could argue that in animation, you have to at times be even more intentional and thoughtful in what you're doing because you're inventing wherever the camera can go and the lighting and everything else. There's, you have far less limitations. So it gives you so much room to play, but that can actually be overwhelming. And I think MIRCSY is making some fascinating choices here. Also, the glow effect on that wine. That tickles a happy spot in my brain. I don't know why. But, ooh, that shot of Odysseus right there. That expression. MIRCSY, your art is insane. This art is insane. The detail going on here. The cleanliness of it. Like, this is even more than what you would think when, they talk about storyboarding a project. This is far and away even beyond just a storyboard. This is so detailed.
From me.
I'd like to thank you.
Oh, please drop. Put him down.
Stranger, what's your name?
These shots are also well thought out.
Name is nobody.
He's thinking.
Nobody.
Taking that moment to really animate his mouth. I love it.
Nobody.
He seems so... Are you kidding? The shadow? It's so sinister. MIRCSY, you're cooking. You're fucking cooking. Like, I don't know why. Like, every time MIRCSY does something and I just get it and go, you're fucking cooking. There's just such an understanding of the language of filmmaking going on here. And then also thinking, like, they drew this. They drew all this. Save some talent for the rest of us. Do you mind?
For your gift, I've won to be blind.
I'm so glad
Wow.
we see eye to eye.
Oh my god.
You
Oh no!
shall
He's not doing a thumbs up. There are every now and then, though, moments like this where it's whether it be the peace or the thumbs up. And I'm like, for God's sake.
be the final man.
They think they're in the clear, but he turned his back on him.
What? Watch out!
Yeah, okay. I did know the next one was MIRCSY's Survive. Go straight into it. All right, bring it. Also, content warning, gore, and flash. There better be gore. It's Polyphemus. He's smushing people. He's splattering their brains about with a club. Okay, wow. I'm just sorry. I feel like MIRCSY, you're just fucking cooking. Let's let MIRCSY keep cooking. Keep cooking. It's so This is nightmare fuel in the best way.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who
Oh my god, look at that shot. That shot. Oh, that's a shot that scratches a special place in my brain. I love those kinds of shots. You get the one foe on one side and one foe on the other. Oh. MIRCSY, you are tickling my brain. My nerd brain. My art nerd brain. My film nerd brain in special ways. That probably sounds really weird when I say it. I'm sorry, I just made it weird, didn't I? I don't mean to make it weird. It's just, this is bonkers. So bonkers creative. The talent. And great use of editing, too. Where they cut. Also, why are we so... Okay. Admittedly, as much as, like, the glasses are, like, the anachronistic glasses are just, like, a weird little thing that bother me. Very personal thing, and I just don't understand why they're here. That was a nice use of using the glass so that his eyes can't be seen, and then they can be seen. Well done, MIRCSY. See, if you're gonna do glasses, you gotta do shit like that. That's how you do glasses.
Show me how great
Look at them running. The ships. Oh, the baby. Nice reminder. The shake, like it's a POV shot. I love that we have Odysseus' eyes glowing, just like Polyphemus is. Oh, all of them. It's a nice detail. That mouth is horrifying with the drool. That's an interesting shot where we have Polites standing there and it's Odysseus looking back. It's almost like he's looking at Polites, being like, fucking fight, damn it.
Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind.
Oh, look at that motion. These shot choices are incredible. Oh, Eurylochus with the spear. Look at that. I like that they show he's kind of lumbering. He can't maneuver as well as they do. The sad Lotus Eater. I just don't know what it's doing here. Ooh, look at their faces. Ooh. Polites helping him, but not fighting, which is just such a strange choice. Like, what is he supposed to be doing? The high fives. Look at their expressions. Reusing shots in this case totally makes sense. I love they have him turn around.
Enough.
Breaking up the glasses. Ooh.
He's got a club. He's got a club!
What a choice.
Captain!
I love that. He's panicking. He's in shock. There's the club. And just the impact. Flash for the... Oh, this is so great. Ooh, slash on his back. Oh, like he used the stalactite or stalagmite. I think it's stalactite. Smash. Splatter. This is so well fucking done. Wow. That is how you do it. This is how we do it. Fucking amazing. MIRCSY. You fucking cooked. I can see why you got recommended so many goddamn times to me. I mean, one for that insane design of Polyphemus, but just fucking hell, MIRCSY, just fucking cooking in here. God damn.